So for me, what I've learned is it is so important to trust yourself. And this is something that we lose track of when we grow older, from childhood on, especially the older generations. Like I was raised in the Soviet Union, we learn to not trust ourselves, and we learn to trust our parents, to trust our teachers, to trust our friends, to ask for advice, to search for advice online. But actually, you don't need any advice. Even though I'm giving you advice, I'm giving you the advice to trust yourself. And I want to give you tools how to do that. Because for me, it's, as I've said, it's been my favorite topic. And I've also been Googling and in YouTube and also on the internet a lot how to trust your intuition. Or the first step is to listen to it or to get the messages. And then the second point, which has been especially hard for me, is to have the courage to trust yourself. And there you really have to have the courage, because sometimes your intuition is going against logic, it's going against what other people are telling you. And since we started talking about relationships, and you can actually apply this information to any area of your life, to jobs or decision making and so on, in any topic, in any area. But regarding relationships, it's especially hard to trust yourself sometimes, or to really be able to listen to yourself, because you have another person who is constantly telling you how to feel or how to think. Um, Maybe not on purpose, but maybe it's for women more dangerous than for men. Because in my last relationship, for example, I was very unhappy and I felt sadness and I felt unloved. And when I communicated this, the answer was, no, but I love you so much and I'm so happy. So I thought, and like, this is stupid. I'm 40 years old and 41, and I've been doing I've been dealing with intuition for so long, and still I fell in the trap not to trust my feelings. Like I was feeling like shit, and just because my partner was telling me that he is happy and that he loves me, I started doubting my feelings. I thought maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe I cannot love. And this is what happened to me a lot of times. I won't tell you the number of my sexual partners now, but it happened a lot of times that no, it's embarrassing to say this because I have Arabic roots and there's some also agreement that you should be a virgin. Anyway, it happened a lot of times that I wanted to break up, and then my ex-boyfriends used to tell me that I love you so much. Maybe you cannot love. Maybe you're scared of love. And my whole body was showing me with symptoms that I have to leave this relationship. But I I didn't do it straight away. I waited so long, so many times, um, instead of instantly trusting myself. And this is something that I'm still working on, to instantly trust myself. Because hearing your intuition is the first step, trusting yourself and really follow through on this intuition. It may feel frightening, and it also means that you can it feels like taking a risk, and it feels like taking a risk, but actually it's not taking a risk because you're trusting yourself. And this is one of the most important things that you should or you could learn in life, is to really trust yourself. And relationships are an area where it's very important to do this. And I also have this book in front of me. It's one of my favorite books. I can share it later what in the comments what this book is. But the woman writes actually, and it's so amazing. She says that if we are not on the right path in life, if we are not living our um, true self, then life will send us not only hardships, because usually people say, like, first it like life will send you hardships, financial problems, health problems, but she says that life will also send you toxic infatuations, like relationship problems, to really shake you up. So no matter where you are, maybe you are in the marriage that is wrong, or in a relationship that is wrong, or you just started dating and it may feel wrong, I want to share my insights because there are so many of them. I made so many points. I want to mention some of them briefly. How you can discern truth from falsehood, lies and truth. Um, yeah, in the English language, also in the German, there is just one word for truth. But in Russian or in Vedic, how to say in Sanskrit, there are different gradations of truth. So there is one higher truth, and when we live according to this, we should strive to live according to this, and then we feel bliss. So one of the most important indicators that you are on the wrong path in life. Okay, let's go away from relationships. Let's in general. One of the biggest indicators that you are on the right path is that you feel at peace and you feel blissful from the inside, not from outer stuff, but from the inside. And for me, in relationships, especially in my last relationships, I've learned so much, is that I felt really unhappy. Even though nothing outside of me was going bad, except that he was flirting around in front of me. Okay, this is another topic. But I rationalize this, something I don't like. And it's not about the flirting, it's in general. It's some people are not good for you, or some paths are not good for you, or some jobs are wrong for you. Because maybe you have a higher potential than this. And then life will show you. And one of the first ways it shows you is by your energy levels and how you feel. And you have to really listen to this and really go deep inside of yourself. So when you're on the right path, many people will argue with the term right path, but I like it, yeah? It doesn't mean that we always have to be on the right path, and I know we make detours and we learn a lot through detours. But one of the most important indicator when you're on the right path, it doesn't matter what happens outside. Maybe you're broke, maybe I don't know, you don't have so much money, but if you're on the right path, you feel a sense of peace. You can simply sit and enjoy breathing. This is the biggest indicator that you're on the right path. You're in the moment, you can breathe, and you really enjoy simple things like breathing, just sitting, and being at peace with yourself. Being at peace is the highest attainment you can have. When you're in the wrong relationship, you may feel a sense of dread, a sense of discomfort that you cannot pinpoint, and a sense of, I don't know, emotional pain, and you will try to make this pain go away through eating, through shopping, through sex, through, I don't know, having fun and so on, sightseeing, traveling, but it will not go away. You have to really listen to yourself and follow your intuition to um, to be at peace and to be happy. Um, Other indicators are, there's so many, but for me, one of the biggest indicators was health related. So since I didn't listen to my intuition and I didn't listen to my energy levels, my body had to step in, and I got really sick. I got symptoms. I don't want to mention my symptoms right now, but I will go into this maybe in another video. But symptoms, you have to really ask yourself, sit with the symptoms, and also decipher the symptoms, because many people, they just take pills or medicine to make the symptoms go away, and then life will send you stronger symptoms or other things. Another thing that can happen, and this is a funny thing, is that you can lose stuff, and it may seem far fetched, like what has a relationship to do with losing stuff, but you have to be careful with this. I have also funny stories about this. But in my last relationship, for example, I've lost my house key. And a week before, the guy lost his motorcycle key. And it may really sound far fetched, but I'm sure because it has happened to me before. I have lost my motorcycle key on the day I met somebody years ago. So for me, this is also an indicator when I start losing things that are dear to me, because I really loved my keychain, and I also like the money that I wouldn't spend on this new key. So this is also a sign when you lose stuff. Um, another, I will just mention shortly the other signs, and then we will go more into details into other videos. So breathing, how you breathe, your breathing patterns is an indicator. Your food intake and your cravings is an indicator. How you drink clean water is an indicator, and how much fluids you drink in a day is also an indicator. Yeah, in German we have the saying "reines Wasser eingießen," and it means when you live according to your own truth, automatically crave clean water. If you stop drinking water and crave Coca-Cola, for example, it may also mean that you are on the wrong path. Um, then your energy levels and how much sport and movement you make, but this is an inspired movement, not to where you, how do you say, force yourself to do something or yeah, um, without force. So happy movement, sports is a sign that you're on the right path. Dancing is a big sign. When I decided to leave somebody, like twice, I started to dance really once I danced on the table at my house, and this time I really make Sufi swirls and I started dancing. Before I felt dead inside, but when I decided to leave, I had such an energy surge that I wanted to dance. So dancing and singing, when you really sing from your heart or sing along songs, it means that you are happy and on the right path. Um, Also singing like in musicals, because sometimes we see it in Disney cartoons or a musical where the hero is suddenly singing about his life. You can actually do this to yourself when you are on the right path. Then being creative is a huge sign that you're on the right path, where you create stuff. Like I finally am recording videos, even though I don't know, I'm doubting the quality of this content right now. I'm finally doing it. Then being happy, being blissful, being healthy is a sign. Being at peace versus being restless is a sign. Yes, I'm repeating yourself. Your body posture is a huge sign. We will talk about this later. Your eye focus, when you thinking about something, you can discern truth from lies, how your eyes focus. Um, when you're lying to yourself, you want to close your eyes or your vision becomes blurry. When you tell yourself the truth, your vision gets clearer. You can make really tests with this. I will tell you more about this. Then your sleep patterns. Like in the end of this relationship, after I've been hearing my intuition for months to leave him, and I didn't, I got insomnia. So I didn't sleep until 8 a.m. And as soon as I've left him, I started sleeping at 2 a.m. and so on. So yeah, sleep patterns are also a huge sign. The sooner you wake up, the better. But of course, like I consider myself an O, but I'm not sure whether it's right or wrong because I had really great times in my life when I was really on the right path and I wanted to stand up, to get up at 5 o'clock. Um, the money flow in your life is also an indicator. It's not about relationships now, but an indicator of whether you're on the right path or not. Illnesses, lost items, I've mentioned. Then friendliness and openness. So when you're stuck in the wrong relationship, you're not open for life because you're on the wrong path. So you're not happy interacting with new people or being just your total outgoing self. Um, Wanting to spend time in nature is also a huge indicator how you enjoy being outside. Because when you're down from a wrong relationship, you're not enjoying trees or the sky and so on. You're like, everything is gray. But when you're happy and you're on the right path, you, like me, in my experience, I tend to like to go to parks, hug trees, and just enjoy seeing something outside. Um, then you have a glow when you're on the right path. Your face relaxes and your neck relaxes when you're on the right path. Um, muscle tension in the body overall relaxes and is better. And also decluttering and having a clean house is also a sign whether you are on the right path or not. I really, I've seen this today because I'm still in the letting go phase, and today I decided, okay, I will really let go. And then I started in the middle of, like, not in the middle, but in the end of the winter, I started to clean windows, and I was really in the flow decluttering my cupboard like last week. Today I cleaned the windows and I really enjoyed doing it. I was listening to music. It was not something that I forced myself to do. And this is also important. You should never force yourself to do, but it should always flow. And this is also a point where people really mistake themselves. Also, I started going to the gym like three days in a row now, and before I couldn't. I was so lazy and I was just wallowing around. So, okay, this is some random information, but we will talk about this stuff in detail. Yeah, let me know what you think about this. Happy to talk to you.